Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a full face of first impressions. You guys know I love doing these videos, and most of these products are from the Too Faced Peach Perfect collection, just because I wanted to try out a bunch of things from that line, but there are a couple other new products from other brands that I want to try out, and I'm also going to be doing a dark fall makeup look. So let's just go ahead and get right into it. So first I'm starting off with the eyes, and today for concealer I'm going to try out the new Wet n Wild PhotoFocus concealer, and this is in the shade Light Ivory, and I believe this is the lightest shade in the concealer collection. I've heard a lot of people really like this concealer, so I'm excited to try it out. And then I'm just using the LA Girl Beauty Blender. I have used this before, but I really like it. Also, I didn't have any new brow products, so I just used the Pretty Vulgar Rising Arc Eyebrow Gel in Twisted Tail. I've been using this like crazy lately. Ever since I got my roots darkened, I've just been really liking doing darker brows. Okay, so now going in with the Too Faced Just Peachy Mattes. And I really like this whole package. I think that it's really clean. I love how big the mirror is. And I do like that you can see everything on my table. Good thing I just cleaned it. I like how this is all matte. You know, I'm always tempted to use foiled or shimmery eyeshadows, and sometimes I need to just like stick with the mattes because a lot of people like all matte eyeshadow looks. So I really like this because it kind of forces me to stay matte. So first going in with the Peach Butter color and using the Luxie Tapered Blending Brush. I'm feeling pretty good about myself because I just cleaned all my brushes. There is honestly no better feeling than having clean brushes, especially when you have as much as I do. So I'm just going to use this color to set my lid all the way up to my brow. Okay, now for a transition color, I'm taking the color Peach Tea with that same blending brush, and I'm just going to really blend that out in the crease. This palette smells very peachy. Duh. That's what Too Faced is known for. Okay, then taking the color Peach Cobbler, I think I'm just gonna work my way down like the darker colors to create a nice gradient. And with that same brush, I'm gonna focus this more on the outer V, but I'm also going to blend it a little bit in the crease. I want this look to be really dark on the outside, but I want the inner corner to be a nice bright white color. Then taking Just Ripe, and with the Luxie Small Tapered Blending Brush, I'm going to focus that more on my outer V. Then with Peach Sangria, I'm going to focus it on that same area with the same brush, just making it a little bit more pink. Now with Chocolate Dipped, I'm going to put that right on the very outer corner. Then taking Peach Meringue, I'm gonna take that on a finger and just tap it on the inner portion of my lid just to brighten everything up. And taking that big crease brush and just blending everything together. Now taking some pencil eyeliner. Today I'm using the Lottie London AM to PM Kohl eyeliner. This is in the color Black. I'm going to tightline my eyes very carefully. That went on super creamy, so I hope that it'll stay and not bleed anywhere. This is where the look could either go really bad or really good. I think that it'll look really good just to add a little different pop of color. I'm taking the e.l.f. Intense Ink eyeliner, and this is in navy blue. I tried it on my hand a little bit ago and I just liked the color, so I hope that it will look good. Okay, so considering that it's felt tip, and I hate felt tip eyeliners, that went on really, really easily. I just always have trouble with the wing part with felt tips because I have a lot of like I don't have the tightest skin around the corners of my eyes, and the felt tip always drags it and makes it look really choppy. That's why I don't really like felt tips that much, but this one went on pretty easily. So I'm gonna take some concealer in the Anastasia 20 brush. It's just like a flat concealer brush. I'm just gonna clean up the edge of that real quick. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and do the other eye, and then I'm going to coat my lashes with some waterproof lengthening and volumizing mascara, and this is by e.l.f. Okay, then I'm gonna add some lashes. Today I'm using the Violet Voss limited edition Faux Mink lashes. Faux Mink, and this is in the style All the Whispy Ladies. Okay, so now that my lashes are on, which I really like them, by the way, they're a lot bigger than I normally wear, but they don't feel too heavy. They're pretty easy to put on. So I'm gonna go back in with Just Ripe and Chocolate Dipped. I'm gonna work that like on the outer V of my eye, just making it a little bit more dark. Okay, then I'm gonna go over that eyeliner just really quick. Okay, now for the face, I'm going in with the Too Faced Primed and Peachy Cooling Matte Skin Perfecting Primer. Looks like that. It's pretty thick and it smells like almost exactly like the Too Faced Hangover Primer. Glitter never goes away. It's so annoying. So it feels pretty thick, like really similar to the Fenty primer, but it doesn't feel too blurring or too mattifying. It still feels pretty tacky, which is what I like. Okay, so I have two colors that I think are my match, so I'm gonna see which one is better. This is the Peach Perfect Comfort Matte Foundation. This one is in Snow and this is in Porcelain, which the Porcelain is still pretty dark in my opinion. So this is Snow and this is Porcelain, which this is super dark for Porcelain, I feel like. Like I'm really pale, but I'm not that pale. Like I know people who are lighter than I am, so I'm pretty shocked by that. But Snow seems to be a pretty good match, so I will go with that one. So I'm just gonna start patting this on my face with the same beauty blender. I've heard some really, really good things about this foundation, so I'm excited to see how it does. And I'm also gonna be wearing this makeup for the rest of the day and then checking in with you guys just to see, because I really wanna see how this foundation lasts. Okay, so the foundation covered everything up pretty well. I wouldn't say that it's high coverage. It might be more high coverage with a brush, but I always prefer using a beauty blender over brushes with foundations. But I don't need it to be full coverage. I don't really like full coverage foundations, as I've said many times before. It looks really good on my face and it has gone down pretty matte now that it's like drying. So I guess we'll just have to wait and see how it lasts on my face throughout the day, because matte foundations can be a little too drying for me. I do have pretty dry skin around my like upper lip and chin area, and sometimes matte foundations can wear a little bit weird on me, so I will go ahead and have to tell you guys my opinion on it later. So next, going in with the Wet n Wild PhotoFocus concealer again, I'm going to be highlighting my face and covering my dark circles. Okay, that concealer covered up my dark circles really, really well. And it's a really good match for me, especially when I am not wearing fake tanner. So that's always a good sign that there's a shade light enough for me when I'm not wearing tan. I do think they could have gone a little bit lighter with the shade range and probably a little bit darker too. Okay, so next going in with powder, I'm using the Peach Perfect Mattifying Loose Setting Powder. And this is always scary for me because using any other loose powders than what I'm used to is always scary because I'm just so used to like my ride or die loose setting powders like the Cover FX. And also this looks a little bit pink, so that scares me. So I'm gonna go ahead and set this underneath my eyes and on my smile lines, dipping my sponge into it. I like this better than their Born This Way powder that they came out with. I feel like it's going on a lot smoother and it's not flying into the air as much and like making me cough. Also, this has gone into my mouth quite a bit and it tastes like peaches and it's so weird. Okay, so far so good with that. Then I'm going to take a big fluffy powder brush. This is the Luxie 520 tapered face brush. And then taking the Peach Blur Translucent Smoothing Finishing Powder, which this also scares me because it looks like a freaking blush. And it looks like a highlighter too. It looks shimmery. Translucent Smoothing Finishing Powder. Are you supposed to use this on your face? Okay, so I went and looked on their website, on Too Faced website, just to make sure that you do use this for your face and it's not like a highlighter, but it is a finishing powder, so I'm gonna take this big fluffy brush and just go for it, I guess. Okay, so I guess it set my face. I don't know, I feel like it just didn't really do anything. Okay, and next I'm gonna be using the Sweetie Pie Radiant Matte Bronzer, which it says that it's matte, but there are gold flakes on it. I was so confused when I opened it up that I swatched it, and it just, like, it looks shimmery, does it not? So maybe it's just the top layer. So I'm gonna take that same brush. This is weird, man. I'm gonna take that same brush and go ahead and bronze up my face. These products are tricking me. Like, what is going on? Okay, so now the shimmer is like off. Which, by the way, this packaging is really cute. It looks like a little pie. I guess I'm so confused by the labels and what these things are. I just am not focusing on the cute packaging. Whatever. Okay, and these two next products I am just extremely confused by. So, this is the Melting Powder Blush powder. Feels like cream. I just don't know, people. I just don't know. Is this okay to use on top of foundation? And like, is it okay to use that my face is set? So I'm gonna take the Luxie 516 Duo Fiber Powder brush. I guess I'm just gonna dip it in there and go for it. I don't know why I just tapped it off, because it's cream. It's there. I just don't know how I feel about it. Okay, I guess it looks good. I just guess I prefer a regular powder blush. Like, I don't get why it has to be cream. I don't get why it has to start off being cream. Is that just me? Am I weird? I don't know. I just don't know. So this next one, the highlighter, is the same situation as the blush. This is the Peach Frost Melting Powder Highlighter in Happy Face. And I looked it up on their website and it didn't say whether you should apply it over, you know, your cream foundation or over your powdered foundation, or just didn't give me much detail. But it said best applied with fingers or a kabuki brush. I don't really want to apply my highlighter with my fingers, so I'm going to take this dense highlighter brush. This is like a duo brush from Tarte. It was from their holiday collection last year. So I'm just gonna go in and like, I just don't know what I'm gonna do. Okay, so the more that I put on, it's kind of like making my foundation look a little bit cakey. So I'm just gonna put a little bit on. Maybe this is just for, you know, under your powder. Maybe you're not supposed to put it on as a last highlighter, but it says powder highlighter, so I'm just really confused. I just don't see anything. There's like no power to it whatsoever. So I'm gonna take the Makeup Addiction Cosmetics Holy Glow palette and just taking this white shade right here. Okay, now to finish up underneath the eyes, I'm taking the Lottie London eyeliner again, and I'm just going to waterline my eyes. Then taking the Luxie 221 flat definer brush and going in with Peach Cobbler. Just gonna put that right up against my lower. Actually, I'm gonna go in with Peach Tart instead, just a darker color. Go up right against that brown, that black. Okay, then taking the Luxie 231 small tapered blending brush again and Peach Cobbler this time. Just going to blend that out. And then coating my lower lashes with some mascara. Next, before I forget, I'm gonna spray my face with the Peach Mist Mattifying Setting Spray. That's got a really, really powerful spray, just like the eyeliner. Are you serious? Look at the eyeliner.
I am serious, and don't call me Shirley.
Are you freaking kidding me? I'm pissed. I really liked this look and now it's messed up. My eyes aren't even watering. Why is it doing that? It's probably from that setting spray. Either way, it shouldn't be freaking doing that. What I was saying was setting spray feels very similar to the one that they just came out with, the Too Faced Hangover one. Very, very powerful. I'm freaking pissed. I knew I shouldn't have used this eyeliner. I knew I shouldn't have done it. Okay, that's just about the best that I can do. I just don't even care anymore. So now for lips, I'm going in with the NYX lip liner in Purple Rain. Oh no, my eye's starting to water. No, look at it. It's like the second water hits it, it just explodes with blue. I'm like really pissed off about this eyeliner right now. Okay, then for lipstick, I'm taking the Peach Kiss lipstick in Drunk Dial. That's a nice name. Okay, I actually really like this color a lot. Nice and vibrant, very, very pigmented. And usually when colors are really purple and like opaque like this, they're really shiny, and I appreciate that this one is a nice velvety, I just spit everywhere. I appreciate that this one is a nice velvety matte. Okay, so far I like most of the stuff. I can already tell you that I hate this eyeliner. I'm so disappointed too because it went on really easily and I liked the dark blue, but the minute water or my eyes started watering got on the eyeliner, it just turned into this bleeding mess and it's so annoying and I wish that it didn't do that. Also, the highlighter was kind of like, what the heck? What is this? I'm not really sure what's going on. I do not like the highlighter. So, and I do like the eyeshadow palette, so I'm gonna see how long it lasts, and I'm kind of waiting on my opinion on the rest of the stuff after I wear it throughout the day. So I'm gonna wear this all day and then I'll come in with a check-in after I'm done with my day. So I will see you guys soon. Okay, so I've had this on for about 6 hours, I would say. Ugh. And first thing I want to say is I am so impressed with this lipstick. I have not touched it up. I ate a whole sandwich, which by the way, I did not try to avoid my lipstick either while eating it. And I had soup and like a glass of water and a kombucha drink. Is that how you say it? Kombucha? And it still looks really, really good. Obviously, it's a little bit faded in the corners of my mouth, but honestly, it is holding up really, really well for a regular lipstick. And the foundation looks really good too. It wore pretty well, like a lot better than I thought it was going to because it is such a matte foundation. My smile lines are very minimal. And around my nose is a little bit dry, but it's not that bad, to be honest. I hate the eyeliner. Like, look at this. It looks like I used a pen or something and it's like bleeding everywhere. I'm not really sure, but it totally ruined the look and I'm really pissed off about it. The eyeshadow looks pretty good still. I mean, I didn't really expect it to fade very much. Too Faced eyeshadows never really do bad on me. They're always pretty good. You can still kind of see the blush, but it has faded quite a bit. And I just am not even gonna judge the highlighter because it didn't even show up. The bronzer still looks really good. It's not patchy or anything. But yeah, I'm pretty impressed. I can definitely tell, especially around my eyebrow area, that the foundation did oxidize just a little tiny bit. Nothing too outrageous. Most foundations do oxidize a little bit, so keep that into consideration if you want to buy this foundation. I really think that this would be a good foundation for people with oily skin. It works really well on me, but I have naturally dry skin, so you know, of course there's going to be some flaws. I'm sure that I will be able to use it if I use more of a hydrating primer because the primer I used was a matte primer. Just like the Fenty foundation, I used the matte Pro Filter primer and I probably should have used a hydrating primer to make it work. So I definitely am going to be using this foundation more in the future and just seeing if I can get it just right because I really like the consistency. I like the color of snow. I think it's the perfect color for me in the winter time and I love this lipstick. I will definitely be wearing this lipstick more. Sometimes I have a hard time wearing colorful lipsticks like out in public, actually in public, not just in videos. But I think that I feel really comfortable with this on. It's really comfortable, nice and moisturizing. It hasn't even moved anywhere and I feel like I've touched my lips and my face quite a bit and it hasn't moved. It has lasted through a freaking sandwich, which is insane to me, honestly. But yeah, overall, let me zoom you out. But overall, I feel like everything did really well except for the eyeliner and the highlighter. And the blush I was not too crazy about. The highlighter, like what? What even is this supposed to be? I don't get it. Like there is no shine to this whatsoever. It's kind of like a really natural luminous glow if you're not into really super bright highlights. Oh, also I really like the Wet n Wild concealer. I feel like it did such a good job and that concealer is only a few dollars. So I thought I did a really good job. I love the color of it. It did not oxidize at all. And it just covered my under eyes really well. So anyways, that's about it. I think that I talked about everything. I hope you guys enjoyed this first impressions video. First impressions videos are probably one of my favorite videos to make just because I love trying out new products and seeing if I like them or hate them. I always get such a kick out of the products that I do not like. Oh, I really did. I wanted to talk about this. I wanted to talk about the loose setting powder. I really ended up liking it more than I thought I was going to. I'm not a huge fan of super light and dusty powders. You know, the kind that like if you dip your sponge in, the powder just kind of like poofs everywhere. I like more flowery and more dense setting powders like the Cover FX or the Laura Mercier, but I can't use that anymore because it's not cruelty free. But I ended up really liking this because even though it is a really loose and dusty powder, it wasn't so loose that it was flying everywhere in the air and making me like choke. It also made my under eyes look really good and really flawless. It didn't make me look cakey, which is something that I really appreciate. That's pretty much it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you and I will catch you in my next video. Bye guys. Oh my god. Oh my god. I just washed my face and this is what is left. That is all. That is all I wanted to say. Do not get this eyeliner. Good night.